Classic TV fans, Rick Nineg here. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about I Love Lucy, more specifically about an episode that's called Redecorating the Mertz's Apartment. Now, this is part of a marathon that I'm doing on 5 videos of I Love Lucy, and this is video number 2. If you have skipped the first video, I'll put a link in the description, top link in the description to that video, so that you can watch video 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the only things that'll relate all 5 videos is that they'll be about I Love Lucy, but they'll be about different topics, bloopers, fun facts, behind the scenes, secret information you didn't know about. I just want to do 5 in a row of I Love Lucy. So let's get to it for this episode. As I mentioned, we're focusing on redecorating the Mertz's apartment. Now, it's one that I really love. It's from season 3, pretty much my favorite season of I Love Lucy. I mean, 3 and 4 kind of tie it for me. Now, it is episode 74 of the season, or actually the series, my bad, and it came out November 23rd, 1953. Now, you may have seen this episode, and it's one that you probably like as well. Now, Ricky is buying Lucy a new mink stole, and Lucy is extremely excited. She even mimes her gift and what she's getting to Ethel in a really fun scene in the beginning of the episode. However, there's a little bit of an issue because the women's club meeting is supposed to be held in Ethel's apartment, but Ethel is too shy or too embarrassed of how her apartment looks that she asks Lucy to have it there, and Ricky wants to have nothing of it. So Lucy comes up with one of her ideas and says, well, why don't we, that is her and Ricky, help the Mertzes redecorate their apartment? And of course, an absolute disaster happens. They paint the apartment, then they try to reupholster the furniture. The feathers go flying everywhere when Fred connects the fan, and there are just feathers everywhere. And it's a funny episode. I love Lucy picking at all the little feathers in the air. It is an absolutely hilarious scene. Now, there was a real reason, a real secret reason behind. In fact, there was 2 reasons. I'll go over both reasons. And if you're going in chronological order, you may remember from the end of season 2, episode 28, Lucy wants new furniture, and she therefore gets new furniture. Only about 9 episodes later, we have this one where we are redecorating the Mertz's apartment, and they get new furniture, new painting. So they both get an upgrade within the span of less than 10 episodes. And again, there's a reason for that. So I just wanted to clarify that and get to the reasons now. Now, the first reason itself was pretty important, and that is because they felt on the show, that is the cast, crew, head honchos, the people who really had power and say in the show, they thought it would be better if the Mertzes had a more attractive set, that is apartment living room set, in which to do scenes. They were a little bit hesitant to do things in the Mertzes living room scenes there because it was kind of a shabby look. It wasn't too nice like the Ricardos that had a nicer, prettier look. It was a nicer environment to be in. So they said, well, why don't we just improve the look of the Mertzes living room, and then we could do more scenes there, and it would just even it out. It would give us a little bit of different environment for the audience to see. Now, the new furniture did fit perfectly in both sets, that is the Ricardos and the Mertzes furniture set, and they remained like that until 1957 when I Love Lucy changed the entire locale from the apartment side in New York when they went to Connecticut, and that changes everything else. Also, the second reason, they also changed the set decorator. Now, his name was Ted Offenbecker. Now, he was very unhappy with the Ricardos' furniture when he came on the show, and he inherited this furniture, or this job, from the previous art director, Ralph Berger. Now, he had been performing the task of being the art director and the set director, but when Ted came in as essentially the set director, he said, hey, we got to get rid of this old furniture. We have a better show now. It's very popular. Let's improve what the Ricardos have. Once he did that, they also improved the Mertzes, and it made a lot of sense. Now, if you're very keen, you will also notice a bit of a blooper that Lucy makes. Now, Lucy rarely ever makes a mistake in dialogue. She was a stickler for perfection, and she was essentially perfect throughout the whole whole course of the show. But in this one, she actually says that she wants to paint the furniture and reupholster the old furniture. So of course that is wrong. You don't paint furniture, you reupholster old furniture. She should have said paint the apartment and reupholster the old furniture. Now Ricky, that is Desi Arnaz, he's keen to that, and he repeats what she says, corrects it, and then adds, I didn't hear you. Kind of a one-off, and that was ad-lib. They rarely ad-libbed anything on the show, and that was one of them. So I hope you like this video. I hope you learned something, and the real two practical reasons, the secret reasons why they actually updated the set, not only of the Mertzes, but of the Ricardos a little bit earlier. I think that's awesome, and it worked out great. I love both sets very, very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It's absolutely free to do so, and hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 150,000 subscribers. I can only do that with your support, and it's absolutely free to do so, and it does help me out. So we'll see you all next time. Don't forget, everyone, be positive, always better yourself, and no matter what, always seek help if you need it. There's never ever shame in doing so, for no matter what reason. That's super important. And most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, especially my diamond tier patrons: Harold P, Terry Y, Jerry D, Citizen Kane 359, David D, Kevin K, Sally N, and Vito L. If you want to be on this list, make sure to check out the link in the description below for Patreon for exclusive content you won't see anywhere else.